Hey, welcome to America Current Affairs. We're the channel that breaks down the huge stories shaping our world. Today, we are diving into a really radical proposal that's shaking up British politics. And it's all built on one single, uncompromising idea. At the very heart of this whole debate is a pretty stark belief that for some of the most terrible crimes imaginable, the door to freedom, it should be locked and the key thrown away forever. Now, you have to understand, this isn't just some politician's tough talk. This is the actual core of a new policy from the political party Reform UK, and it's aimed directly at the most heinous child predators. It's a plan that's forcing a really difficult conversation about justice, about punishment, and about whether redemption is even possible for some people. So, to really get your head around a plan this extreme, you have to look at the two powerful forces that are driving it. First, there's a political earthquake that is completely rewriting the rules. And second, there's just this deep, deep well of public anger. To understand the why behind all this, you've really got to look at the political climate right now. I mean, recent polls are predicting that Reform UK, a pretty new party on the scene, could totally dominate the next election. This isn't just a small shift, folks. This is a potential reshaping of the entire political landscape, and it's all being driven by voter frustration. And a huge, huge part of their rise is being fueled by public anger. Get this, a staggering 85% of their potential voters believe that court sentences in the UK are just not harsh enough. That's not a small complaint. It's a powerful, widespread belief that the justice system is failing to keep people safe. So yeah, this policy didn't just appear out of thin air. It's a direct response to a really powerful public mood. This feeling has been massively intensified by these horrific, high-profile cases of organized grooming gangs, these criminal groups that systematically exploit vulnerable children. And these cases have left communities all across the country demanding much, much tougher action. Okay, so to really grasp the true scale of this plan, we need to break down what life without parole actually means under UK law. In the UK, the absolute most severe punishment you can get is something called a whole life order. And you know what? It is exactly what it sounds like, a sentence with no end date. The only way out is in the most extreme compassionate circumstances, like being terminally ill and on your deathbed. It is basically the legal equivalent of locking someone away and throwing away the key for good. And here is the crucial difference. In the system right now, a judge sets a minimum time an offender has to serve. After that, they could be considered for parole. But under Reform's plan for these specific crimes, that possibility is gone, completely eliminated. The path to release is just erased. The door is slammed shut, period. But locking that door and throwing away the key creates a major, major conflict. And not just with criminals, but with decades of international law. And this brings up a really fundamental question. Can a country just legally decide to remove every last shred of hope for a prisoner's release? Well, the answer, according to a lot of legal experts, is no. Analysis, like the kind you see in the Plymouth Law Review, points to a really deep conflict between these no-hope sentences and the European Convention on Human Rights. This whole conflict, it really centers on one fundamental principle: human dignity. This is the core idea, the very foundation of all human rights law. It says that every single person, no matter what crimes they've committed, has a basic intrinsic worth that can never be completely erased. And the argument goes like this: if the state takes away any and all chance for a person to change, to grow, and to one day earn their freedom, it's a fundamental attack on their human dignity. It's essentially declaring that they are beyond redemption, and maybe, in a way, no longer fully human. In legal circles, there's a name for this. It's known as the right to hope. It's this principle that every single prisoner, no matter how monstrous their crime, has to have at least a tiny, distant possibility of one day being released. The argument is that to take that away is actually a form of inhumane punishment. So, what does this all mean? Let's put it all together. This one policy proposal, which was born from a political earthquake, is now causing its own aftershocks. It's forcing a huge debate about the very nature of justice itself. At the end of the day, it really boils down to this massive clash between two powerful and totally opposing ideas. On one side, you have this demand for pure, absolute punishment, the belief that some acts are so evil, the only just response is to remove the offender from society forever. And on the other side, you have the principle of the right to hope, the idea that even the worst among us must have some chance at redemption. And this leaves us with a final, really provocative question that just cuts right to the heart of what justice is for. Is this right to hope a naive and dangerous loophole that puts society at risk from monsters? Or is it a fundamental human right that we have to extend to everyone if we want to protect our own humanity? There are definitely no easy answers here. Thanks so much for watching this explainer from America Current Affairs. If you want to keep understanding the stories that are shaping our worlds, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.